Stafford is in 24 clear.
In 24, what's your rating?
Got there, checked on location. Command gave us the assignment of RIT, which is a Rapid Intervention Team. You always have to have, somebody watching your back, no matter what the scene is. At any fire or any scene, you have to be a, teamwork, kind of thinking on the same page, or you're going to get hurt or trapped or lost, or if you're not on that same page with everybody else.
It's called breaching a wall. In every house they have studs, they have drywall. If a firefighter gets trapped in a room and his only way out is to go through a wall, he has to practice what they call breaching a wall. And it's just breaking a hole in the wall and being able to manipulate himself to go through there with his air pack, because he can't take his air pack or his helmet off. He's got to keep that on for safety, and he's just using that to get back inside the next room to hopefully get out to find an egress out of the house. Very large firemen or bigger firemen getting through a very small area, and he did a swim technique. Is what he did.
All right.
Good job.
You're trapped or something, you can get through the wall to the next room. If there's no point of entry to the next room and fire's blocking it, you can bust down the walls in between the two studs, get through there, pull your victim out of the house, down through the safety.
Small hole, huh?
I'm a big boy.
They're simulating to vent the roof of a house. The process, when they hit down on the roof, they're making sure that the roof is not soft. We train, and we also train every Tuesday nights here at Station 2.
Had a small grass fire from some unknown source, possibly a bird or a squirrel or a rodent up on the lines. We couldn't find anything on the transformer line. It created a spark, which created the fire. It's a little windy, so it just took off. That's booster 22. It has an external pump that you can pump and drive at the same time, as opposed to a fire truck that can't move once it starts flowing water. Fire truck's too heavy, and they're not four-wheel drive. They'll sink in the mud, so we don't take fire trucks off the concrete, ever. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool vehicle.
Something different every day. You never know what's going to happen when you come to work. So you're always prepared, but you never know what for.
Shock advised. Stand clear. Push shock button.
I'm clear, you're clear, everybody's clear. You just hit shock. And then it counts down, then it reanalyzes for you.
Basically what we're doing is kind of some free-form extrication training. Fire chief arranged to get some fairly new model vehicles, which is unusual. Normally we get the old vehicles, which doesn't really reflect modern vehicle construction. So this is good training. But basically, rather than having a formal class or a basic class, where the guys are split into crews and they're just going to go at it. We're going to kind of coach them and work them through it. You probably should have been a little bit closer to the edge of the roof, but this is the right way to do it. Right.
See how he's on the tips? That's the strongest point. You don't want to get on that aluminum.
Also, in the same aspect, on a car, all this metal on the outside is strictly for looks. Your integrity is the inner metal. Like right there. Do that 3,000 to 6,000 psi. Hell, it's probably even stamped on there. But that's what you definitely don't want to cut, is that cylinder. That tube above it, you can cut that all day long. Just not the cylinder.
There you go.
We had a major accident. 3 vehicles involved, looks like. One patient got transported to the hospital. Right now we're just securing the battery on the vehicle. And it could still go up to 30 minutes past. The airbags can still go off. They're on a capacitor.
35 Dulles Avenue. Building.
All right, let's go. We were done here, so instead of sending the next station, we're going to go ahead and take the call.
Pulled in, smoke blown out a little bit. Small groups of fire that you don't want to have it run anywhere else. You just want to hit them, make sure it all gets knocked down, all the fire's down for the most part. You're still going to get smoldering, but for the most part we got water and foam all over it, so